Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Edem back again with Global Abundance LLC with another video. So on this channel, we talk all things real estate with a little mindset content sprinkled in. So today's video is about compromising and improvising, and really kind of getting an understanding of that, and what that means to you, and how that may help or hurt your journey as you move forward buying real estate or anything that you're doing for that matter. Before we get started, if you find value in the content that I share here, please feel free to like and subscribe and share. The more people that are informed, the better that will all be. We also have a free VIP group where we share content and answer tough questions and come together as a community to grow and evolve as real estate investors out here, in the world. So if you'd like to join that free community of like-minded individuals like yourself, feel free to join. That link I'll leave in the description below. So again, today we are talking about compromising versus improvising. A lot of times we have things that we want to do, and in real estate, for example, you're getting started and you're kind of trying to feel your way through and figure out where you can get your first win. Maybe you start off trying to wholesale homes. Maybe you start off looking to buy and hold a multifamily. Maybe you're looking to get into commercial real estate, whatever it is, tax liens, tax deeds, surplus funds, overages, all these different sides of buying and selling real estate. Once you've decided what you want to do moving forward and kind of getting that start, you have to have your plan set and your why, obviously. But roadblocks are going to happen. Things are going to pop up. Life is going to happen. For example, I'll tell you a story about a property that I was looking to flip back in the day when I was first getting started in 2015. It was a single family, it was a townhome, but it was attached to another townhome in Chicago, right around 75th and Union, I believe it was. And I had just come from seeing a different house that I was looking to get under contract over east, like 80 something in Phillips. That was a no-go, but I was driving down 76th on my way to see this place, and I could see black smoke billowing from the sky, and I'm like, something's on fire. And you could tell because of the black smoke that it was probably something serious, based on the color of the smoke. So I just keep driving, and as I'm driving, I start to notice that the smoke is getting bigger and bigger, and it whatever really on fire looks like a big fire. So I'm driving closer and closer. I'm about maybe half a mile out from this place on 75th and Union that I was looking to go see. The owner of the property stayed in Atlanta, but she owned this building on 75th and Union. So I'm coming down 76 going west, and like I said, I'm about half a mile out, and I'm seeing this smoke getting like more and more. And of course, I'm not thinking what you probably already can guess where I'm going with this. That's the last thing on my mind. But as I'm getting closer, I'm noticing, wow, this smoke seems to be right where I'm heading to as I'm driving and looking out the windshield. So, of course, as I turn on 75th and 76th in Union, I turn on to Union and Park and start to walk up. There is commotion everywhere, and obviously it's obvious that the fire is on this block. So just to kind of make a long story short, the exact property that I was going to see was the property that was on fire. As soon as I walked up, I'm seeing the place engulfed in flames. The fire truck at this point is now pulling up. The boarding crews are there, because anytime there's a fire or something, going on, a lot of these boarding companies, they have scanners, so they'll rush to the scene to see if they can board up, the house or the building or whatever's going on. So you got all these boarding people pulling up, you have the fire trucks pulling up, and I'm just standing there in like shock, like, what is going on? Because up until this time, I was steadily having failure after failure after failure trying to wholesale a single family home. This is right when I first got started into real estate. I first got started in late 2014, but it was 2015 that I started to try to get involved with wholesaling property. So failure after failure, and I get to this place that I'm going to see, and it's literally on fire. And I'm like, wow, what could be my luck right now that the exact property that I'm going to see is on fire? Like, this is unreal. Like, I just had to stand there for a minute and like kind of couldn't pinch myself, but it was like, this cannot be for real. Like, there's no way. There's a big fire truck behind me, or fire truck, garbage truck, because I'm talking about a fire. But I'm standing there and I'm just in shock, honestly, because it's like, what were the odds that the place that I'm going to see is on fire? But it was. After a call with the owner, letting her know that, hey, your house is on fire. It was a very long ride home, and in that time, coming back to compromising and improvising, this is part of what the universe will do to you. It will test you. Once you have decided, hey, I'm going to do X, or I want to do this, the universe will put things in place for that to start to manifest for you. You'll meet certain people. You'll come across certain information. There'll be things that happen that move you closer to it. But there's also going to be things that test you. And it's there to see if you're going to compromise or you're going to improvise. Are you going to stay steadfast and stay on course and improvise, or are you going to completely scrap that plan and just, throw in the towel and call it a day? Picture your tire blowing out on the expressway, and you still have to get to your destination, right? So what do you have to do? You have to get in that trunk, get that spare tire out of there, get your hands dirty, get that spare tire on so you can get to your destination, right? Imagine that same thing happening and you just say, To hell with it. Doesn't look like I'm going to get to where I'm going, so I'm going back home. I'm going to leave my car here. I can't drive it. The tire's blown out. I'm just going back home. You know what I mean? I'll figure something else out. You know, that's akin to compromising. You know what I mean? Where you just, you're on it, you're on your path, and you decide that based on the roadblocks, the hurdles, the speed bumps, and everything that's been in your way, you're just going to scrap that plan and, you know, maybe look into doing something else, right? The improvising is when you're on that same path and you hit that pothole, or you hit that roadblock, or you hit that hurdle, whatever it is, you know what I mean? You always look for a way to continue on to your goal. You know what I mean? You never quit. You never give up. You just look for a different way to accomplish the thing that you were looking to accomplish from the outset. And I want to say to y'all that that's very important. Do not let what life does and how life treats you and the hurdles and roadblocks that pop into your life, do not let that bring you to a point of compromising yourself for what you want to do. Whether that's, you know, relationships, anything, because everything is relationship business, especially real estate. You are building relationships with sellers. You're building relationships with buyers. And these are people that you want to continue to do business with. And you want them to feel good in doing business with you rather than, you know, just a one-time shot, right? So relationship building is crucial. And, you know, you want to have your values, your core values and things like that in place and not ever compromise that. You know what I mean? You can always improvise to get to your end goal, but never compromise. You know, compromising is basically giving up and, you know, trying something else. You know what I mean? Maybe this isn't going to work for me, so you know what? Yeah, I did want orange juice, but to hell with it, I'll get a Pepsi. You know, well, okay, you're thirsty, but you don't drink soda pop. So why are you willing to drink Coca-Cola because you're thirsty when you were really looking to drink orange juice? If there isn't orange juice available, then you'll just have to hold out, right? But if you're compromising your values for, you know, just to get through, again, just to kind of get along, to go along, to get along, you'll find a lot of failure in your life. So, you know, that's kind of just where I wanted to go with this video. You know, be mindful of what your destination is, what your goal is, and also, are you compromising yourself? Are you improvising what you need to do to reach that goal? You know what I mean? Or are you compromising and really going left while being dishonest with yourself and trying to believe that you are still going forward towards your goal when the reality is you took a detour and you got off the exit already. You know, so, you know, kind of juggle that around and think about that. And if you have any comments or, you know, want to share some of your stories of what didn't work when you compromised something and how you were able to improvise certain things in your life to get to a certain destination. And look, it doesn't have to be real estate related. It could be anything. You know what I mean? I'd love to hear your story and engage with you and, you know, have a conversation with you in the comments. So feel free to, you know, comment below. And, you know, once again, if you found any value, in this content, go ahead and, you know, like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, happy investing.